Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul Muhammad bin Abdul Muin and I am from RAS 1204. As for this video presentation, I'm going to talk about the epidemic of COVID-19. Coronavirus disease 2019, or known as COVID-19, is defined as illness caused by a novel coronavirus called severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, which was first identified amid an outbreak of respiratory illness case in Wuhan City, Hubei province, China. COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered coronavirus. It was initially reported to the World Health Organization (WHO) on December 31, 2019. COVID-19, a new and sometimes deadly respiratory illness that is believed to have originated in a live animal market in China, has spread rapidly throughout that country and the world. The novel coronavirus infection was at first associated with travel from Wuhan, but the virus has now established itself in 177 countries and territories around the world in rapidly expanding pandemic. Health officials in the United States and around the world are working to contain the spread of the virus through public health measures such as social distancing, contact tracing, testing, quarantines, and travel restrictions. Scientists are working to find medication to treat the disease and to develop a vaccine. The WHO declared the novel coronavirus outbreak a public health emergency of international concern on January 30. On March 11, 2020, after sustained spread of the disease outside of China, the WHO declared the COVID-19 epidemic as a pandemic. It is the first such designation since declaring H1N1 influenza in pandemic 2009. So, what is coronavirus? Coronavirus are a large family of viruses that cause illness ranging from a common cold to more severe disease. They consist of a core of genetic material surrounded by lipid envelope with protein spike. These include the severe acute respiratory syndrome, first identified in China 2003, and Middle East respiratory syndrome that is first identified in Saudi Arabia 2012. A novel coronavirus is a new strain that has not been previously identified in humans that was first reported in December 2019. The lungs are the organ more affected by COVID-19 because the virus accesses whole cells via the receptor for the enzyme angiotensin converting enzyme 2, which is the most abundant on the surface of type 2 alveolar cell of the lung. COVID-19 is a beta coronavirus like MERS and SARS, both of which have their origin in bats. The genetic sequence from US patient are similar to the one of the China initially posted, suggesting a likely single recent emergence of this virus from an animal reservoir. So, where did it come from? It's known the coronavirus circulates in a range of animals and sometimes the virus can jump from animal to human. This can spill over and could be due to a range of factors such as mutation in the virus or increased contact between human and animal. Detailed investigation found that SARS-CoV was transmitted from civet cats to human and MERS-CoV from domestic camel to human. Several known coronaviruses are circulating in animals that have not yet infected humans. How does it spread? The virus that causes COVID-19 is mainly transmitted through droplet generate. This virus spread from the person to person among close contact, defined as about 6 feet. When infected person cough, sneeze, or exhale, they expel tiny droplets that contain the virus. These droplets are too heavy to hang in the air and quickly fall on the floor or the surface. The other people can pick up the virus by touching the surface or object. Infection is likely if the person that touched their eyes or nose or mouth. A recent review of the survival of human coronavirus on surface found large variability, ranging from 2 hours to the 9 days. You can also be infected by breathing in the virus if you are within close proximity of someone who has COVID-19. So how we look for the symptoms? People with COVID-19 have a wide range of symptoms reported, ranging from mild symptoms to severe illness. Symptoms may appear 2 until 14 days after exposure to the virus. Some infected people may not develop symptoms. Common symptoms include fever, fatigue, and respiratory symptoms. The respiratory symptoms could be cough, sore throat, and shortness of breath. Some people reported loss of their sense of smell and may develop a skin rash. In more severe cases, there could be pneumonia, organ failure, and sometimes death. COVID-19 affects different people in different ways. Most people infected with the COVID-19 recover from the disease without needing special treatment, but there are some people who are at risk of serious illness. Older people and those with underlying medical problems like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, chronic respiratory disease, and cancer are more likely to develop serious illness. So how are we to prevent? Here is what we can do to prevent the disease of COVID-19 from keep spreading. Firstly, wear a mask that covers your nose and mouth to help protect yourself and others. Secondly, remember to always stay 6 feet apart from others who don't live with you. Also, avoid crowd and poorly ventilated indoor space. After you go into somewhere, quickly take a bath as soon as you reach home. Wash your hands often with soap and water. Use hand sanitizer if soap and water are not available. Other than that, if you feel unwell, please stay at home or trying to avoid from having any contact with other people. When you have a fever, cough, or difficulty breathe, seek medical care early and share your travel history or contact. And the most important is where the vaccine is COVID-19 are available to you, go and get it without any hesitation. By doing all this, you are not only saving your life but also others too. So it is our responsibility to follow all the instructions that have been given by KKM or by the government in order to ensure that we can win in the wars against the pandemic COVID-19. Remember, stay at home, stay safe. That's all from me. Thank you.